What is Native American food? It's important to remember that there isn't just one type of Native American food. With there being 566 federally recognized tribes, there are all the regional differences and ingredient differences with that. But Native cooking is easy to find based on two rules: the use of food only found in your indigenous area, and the use of simple cooking techniques such as smoking, drying, or putting the food in direct contact with fire. Today, many Native American chefs focus on a pre-colonization menu, foods that were eaten before European colonists came to the Americas. This means no factory-produced white flours, no processed sugars, farm meats like pork, beef, and chicken, and dairy. Corn, squash, and beans are often referred to as the three sisters because they thrive when grown together and appear together on many native menus. Sometimes these appear with game meat such as buffalo and a rack of ribs. Sean Sherman, owner of Sioux Chef Catering Company in Minnesota and member of the Oglala Lakota Nation, says that with the native education and usage, the cuisine is a lifetime of education to figure out, and he finds based and healthy native-based dishes are with the Vegetarian Times and similar magazines that were used to promote her recipe because they're interpreted for a modern plate. Foods like popcorn, beef jerky, smoked salmon, blue corn, grits, chili dishes, and stews have native influences. What about fry bread? One of the most controversial foods associated with Native Americans is fry bread. Origins hark back to the most painful periods of Native American and U.S. relations. Fry bread was introduced from the Indian Removal Act known as the Long Walk that lasted from miles to relocate in New Mexico. Their food and their animals had to be left behind or destroyed, but to keep them from refused to serve fried bread, many embrace it. One reason for its popularity is that it doesn't require specialized culinary training. Why aren't there more restaurants? Well, the restaurant business is either make or break usually, but native cuisine still has the benefit of being novel and popular. Barrett Odin's restaurant ran smoothly for 10 years before she moved it closer to her grandchildren, and the Pueblo Harvest Cafe has been open since. In Native American culture, musical concepts and values encompass ideas about the origins and sources of music and ownership, creativity, tradition, and aesthetics. Each community's musical concepts and values develop over time with complex social and cultural processes. Many Native American communities learn new songs and repertoires from their neighbors and have a long history of adopting musical practices from outsiders. Yet with every case, the music is a gift that comes from beyond the community or individual. Some Native people consider songs property, ownership, inheritance, and performance rights. Other Native communities feel that specific uses of music belong to an ensemble or to the entire community, and they should not be performed by outsiders without specific permission. Musical transmission involves orally the imitation and participation. Songs for curing rituals are usually learned through an apprenticeship, where the student receives direct instruction from an experienced indigenous systems of music notation, but these are used by seasoned singers as memory. Ritually in a process that involves prayer, fasting, and other methods of purification. The ceremonies may last several days, but the different musical components are interconnected in many ways. Everyone in attendance participates in some way, either through active involvement in music and dance or by bearing witness. Lead singers and dancers may be political or spiritual leaders who have an important role in decision-making for the community. Performances may be specific to a single community or to many, and even different tribes and nations. Native American spirits are also said to take part in these events. Musicians performing do not expect applause or praise from the audience, as their role is to serve their community, but there are aspects of humor included to keep people lighthearted. Native American instruments include skin drums, frame drums, a portable skin drum, log drums, water drums, and those are vessels filled with water and drums, container rattles, deer hoof rattles, flutes made of sticks, bones, hollow reeds, clay, or bamboo, bone whistles, fiddles, or musical bows. Vocal style may be tense, requiring greater muscular effort, or relaxed to varying degrees. The higher notes are often sounding more tense than notes in the middle of a singer's vocal range, and the sounds may be nasal or not. Men in particular may use a falsetto voice for a higher timbre using the full voice. The vibrato is rapid and slight variation in pitch and is often a part of the aesthetic of musical performance. Traditional music plays a vital role in perpetuating Native American languages, some of which are not spoken in daily life any longer. Native American song texts constitute a genre of poetry in terms of style, structure, and expression. Native people often perform songs as part of traditional storytelling. These songs may illuminate a character's thoughts and feelings. Song texts usually make reference to local fauna and flora, specific features of the landscape, natural resources like water, or aspects of the community.